Hey, it's just you and I this week, Devin.
Yeah.
Nobody else decided to come.
Yeah, they definitely chose not to come.
Yeah, they all decided, fuck this thing that we do every week. Fuck obligations to the podcast. We're out of here. But don't worry, your two favorites showed up. That two people who know nothing about this show beyond what we've seen already and can make really no like assertions about the future right now because we're at the end of the arc and really there's not much to go on here. I mean, there's probably stuff to go on. I'm just vamping for time for no reason. Hey, there's a summary. I'll read it.
All right.
This week, I struggled to write the summary, honestly, so I enlisted the services of an AI chatbot for assistance. Quite frankly, it brings me so much shame, though. I defaulted to buying a 1-month subscription so the bot could read the summary this week. With that being said, take it away, Opwalbot.
This week on One Piece, Monkey D Luffy finally wakes up from his slumber. After fighting Donquixote Doflamingo, him and his friends enjoy a shared meal. The Straw Hat Crew's friend, Kyros, informs them that he plans to leave Dressrosa after spreading a false rumor that Rebecca's father is dead, preserving her royal heritage. Luffy is visibly disgruntled with this information when suddenly they are informed that the Navy has come to arrest them as everyone makes a break.
Man, this bot sucks.
I know, right? For the Eastern Harbor, Luffy splits off from the group to go meet Rebecca. After fighting through a horde, wow, I can't read, of Marines, Luffy confronts Rebecca, asking if she's satisfied with being alienated from her father. She loudly proclaims she is not, and so Luffy kidnaps her. Where are they going? No one knows. On the island of Zoe, we catch up with the rest of the Straw Hats, affectionately named the Twirly Hat Crew. We're going to have to talk about that. The gang split up and hunted down. Bot. What?
Just keep reading, bot.
Okay. The gang is split up and hunted down by some pirate crew who's looking for some woman and a samurai. Elsewhere on Balloon Terminal, what? We bump into that guy who encounters a strange beast about to fall off the Sky Island. This beast lands on an island below, coincidentally where Kid, Apu, and Hawkins are hiding out. The beast rises up from its crater, seemingly unharmed, and we learn their identity is Kaido, one of the 4 emperors, known as the strongest creature in the world. He shouts for Doflamingo to hurry up so they can start the greatest war in history as he's grown bored with this world.
You know, I said in the middle of that this bot sucks, but I think this might be the best possible representation of what an Opwall bot would be anyway.
I know, right? I got it very in character.
Yeah, between all of the stutters and the fuck in the middle and not knowing how to say Aruge's name. Yeah, I think that's 1 month subscription was worth it, honestly.
What'd you pay?
Don't want to talk about it. Let's just say Taco's money is going towards a good cause this month.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I had to not only did I have to purchase a subscription, but I had to feed it and train the bot up so that it had Devin's voice. And so, yeah, I had to sit there and just feed it script after script, podcast episode after podcast episode. It's like those things back in the early days of AI where it's like I forced this
simulated
bot
one.
I forced this bot to watch
to play fucking hide and seek for 3,000 years and look at how they evolved.
Yeah, it's like I forced this bot to watch 1,000 hours of Batman movies, and then I told it to write its own script. And that's what that's where this came from. You know, yeah, we've got hundreds of hours of this podcast, maybe even 1,000. 4 years.
Is that why the computer has a bullet hole and a gun laying next to it over there?
Yeah. I got fed up at a certain point.
Oh, I thought it's fine.
I got the most out of it.
The computer did it to itself.
No, I did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I set it up that way to make it look like a suicide.
Makes sense.
I would have gotten away with it too.
This episode's week. Wow, I am having a stroke. This week's episode.
Right there,
buddy? No, it's hot. It's hot and
you're hot.
You're looking pretty hot.
Ooh, thank you.
Welcome.
So anyway, what was you saying? Sorry.
Ooh, I'm a little flustered now.
Really? Yeah, like a different side of me just took over there for a second.
Was it just me or this week's episode's kind of weird feeling?
Weird feeling.
Like in the terms of like how it flowed.
I guess in the sense that we kind of, well, I could see it from the first episode to the other two, maybe feeling a little strange, but
that's what I mean. Like coming from last week's episodes into these ones, like I'm imagining like, because like we start off in Zoe and then it, transitions back to like it was randomly thrown in there, in my opinion, like the Zoe stuff where it's just like, this is what they've been up to. And it's like, okay, cool. I guess we're not going to, like, my thought process was, I guess we're not getting a conclusion whatsoever to Dressrosa. This is weird. And then it says, haha, joke's on you. We're going back and we're going to finish up that thing. It's like, what do you want from me? I don't understand how to process this information. Why are you jumping around?
Yeah, well, we're on Zoe and then we're not. Because we don't even go back to Dressrosa at any point in that episode. We go from Zoe to a man falls out of the sky at Kid's base. I think they're at Kid's base.
Yeah,
of operation.
It's a Kid's base.
And then we flash back like 5 minutes to Aruge, and we get an answer to who the mysterious figure is up on the Sky Island, which we also learned, by the way, before we get to that, is it's called Balloon Terminal, and the island is just all balloons. It's literally being held up in the sky by like up style.
Yeah, it's up but Disney, upside down.
Yeah, upside down. upside down Balloon Island. It's being held up by like 2 billion balloons, and we realize this is where Aruge is, and for whatever reason up here is not. This is not a called it for you, unfortunately.
I am bummed, but at the same time not as bummed as expected.
Yeah, this is a good alternative.
I mean,
to Oars or Oars Jr.
I'm bummed about Oars, right? Like I wanted to see Oars again or Oars Jr. Either one. But the fact that we got to finally see Kaido and then seeing Kaido's will to live has made it. It took the impact away of the disappointment,
Yeah.
Because when I saw, Kaido jump off, I was like, yo, same. Fucking same. But so it took away that blow of it not being Oars.
Yeah. I think I could see that. Yeah. I found it exciting to be able to see Kaido now, the so-called strongest creature in the world, and that with a body like his.
That confuses me because of how they set it up.
Go on.
At the beginning of it, they made it sound like he couldn't win anything. And then,
you mean with all of it, with his track record?
Yeah, his track record for being named the strongest beast of the world, or king of the beasts, or whatever.
Strongest creature in the world.
Strongest creature in the world, but has been captured a bajillion times, attempted execution a bajillion times.
Yeah, I'll give you the numbers. So he for whatever the first one is the most confusing. It says he's been defeated 7 times. I don't know what that means. I assume in fights with other people. Captured by his enemies 18 times, and was set to be executed 40 times. I don't know how some of this math kind of doesn't add up a little. Like he's been defeated 7 times, so then
part of me wonders if he turned himself in.
he turned himself. You know what? It's probably not entirely wrong. It says he's been captured 18 times. So if he was defeated 7 times, and you just assume that all 7 times he also got captured. What were the 11 times that he got captured? Captured kind of implies that he was running away and not that he turned himself in.
Was it like the classic scenario of like a basket being tilted up by a ruler with a string attached to it? Like, are we counting that as a capture? Like what?
I don't know, dude. Like a bucket was placed on top of a door frame.
Was he following like a bunch of candy that was laid out meticulously into a jail cell? Like,
yeah, it went right into the white van. They just drove him off. The executions, yeah, I could see that one being he just turned himself in for fun to see if they could come up with a cool way to kill him. But yeah, so Kaido. This is Kaido.
Part of me feels let down, but more confused, just by those numbers. Like, the reveal of Kaido's cool. I thought that was awesome, seeing him fall from the sky and be like, damn.
Shit, lived again.
Shit, lived again. Fuck. That part going to plan. Guess I gotta fuck shit up now.
Yeah, time to start a war, I guess.
But like, yeah, those numbers are really throwing me through the ringer, going like, what the fuck is going on here? Oda, do you know how math?
Yeah, it seems like he just kind of picked a bunch of numbers out of a hat and said, this is what I'm going to go with.
Numbers, what do they mean? Mason, what numbers?
What do you think of Kaido physically? Like his design?
Where's his neck?
What do you mean? It's there.
Well, like, where does it start?
Right underneath his head.
But where's the
where the neck usually goes?
He's very square. Let's just say
he's very thick.
He's definitely a thick boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he captures the look of King of the Beasts because he got them horns, but like he just I don't know.
And kind of also the tattoo that's on his arm.
I mean, I don't know.
The scales.
I completely didn't see those.
Just worrying too much about the math over there, I guess.
I was. Yeah. I was.
Normally that's my job.
I'm like looking at like, it's like that meme of like the old lady with like all the geometry and like,
yeah,
like that's me watching.
Devin pulled out the abacus and was like, hold on.
That's why it took me so long to watch the episodes.
Now it all makes sense finally. Got caught up on the first one. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about him because, again, we just got introduced to him, but big mood. That's the only thing I could really say about him.
Right. The what? Somebody end me a vibe.
Like, that just reminds me of like how I feel every day at work.
Right.
Like, damn, those quarters got thrown at me. Didn't kill me. Shame.
One didn't magically pop down my throat and cause me to asphyxiate.
Exactly.
So guess I'll keep working. I'm gonna point out something again, bring it back to the conversation. And so the tattoo on his left arm is of scales, and so that would presume maybe that he's often touted as the king of the creatures, or the strongest creature in the world. Mm-hmm. So it seems to lend itself, and I think for the most part we've kind of surmised by now that he's probably a legendary Zoan or a mythical Zoan type.
I'm thinking it's leaning more towards the Western style dragon. I still think that.
Yeah, it seems like now your dragon prediction that you based last week on basically nothing, as you stated, seems to suddenly have a little bit more credence now.
Watch me fumble the ball.
Somehow, I don't know. I mean, there is still time, and there are a lot of different reptilian creatures out there, including more dinosaurs. So, however, not a lot of dinosaurs with horns like that, and also scales.
Triceratops.
So, yes, but Triceratops and a lot of other dinosaurs had very leathery skin, like you'd find on an elephant, as they're generally depicted anyway. Science has yet to really find evidence to the contrary. We don't know I feel like every couple of years scientists find a different way to put feathers on some of these dinosaurs or something, because they are descended from birds, or birds are descended from dinosaurs. So who the fuck knows in reality? But again, with the scales, there's a lot of reptilian creatures out there. But if we're going to go along the lines of mythical reptiles, dragons are up there.
It's looking pretty close.
It's looking pretty good for you.
I'm going
to be honest. You went from no evidence to a lot of evidence.
I'm going to be completely honest. I literally just pulled that out of my ass. I
believe you. And that's the most infuriating part of this, is that you're gonna completely pull out of your ass the right answer. And I'm going to be mad.
Suffering from success.
Fucking for real, dude. Fucking actually, though.
Because, based off what we're seeing, I think I am right.
I think there's a very good chance you're right.
And I'm scared.
Oh, I can't believe this. This is both infuriating and amazing at the same time.
Devin hyper focuses on one key sentence in that episode, becomes correct for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. There's another thing that he kind of points out in Kaido, that is when he's talking about trying to die, and he brings up Whitebeard. He says, "Whitebeard, you motherfucker, you found a way to die, so why can't I do it?" So it seems like Kaido in some ways is maybe sad that Whitebeard is gone, but also seems to be quite envious of Whitebeard because he got to die.
So this is, I just thought of this. I want to ask you a question. Now,
okay.
We're never going to get the answer to this for a very long time, and I'm sad Justin's not hearing me cooking this. Do you think Kaido's going to die at some point in the show?
Oh, I highly doubt that.
Because let's be real, Luffy at some point's probably going to fight Kaido, right? Like
100%. 100%. Without a doubt.
Do you think Luffy's going to kill him, or
no shot,
give him the will to live?
I think that is much more likely. Or there will probably be some talk no jutsu at some point or another, or Kaido during his fight with Luffy in 400 episodes will just he'll recognize Luffy's spirit or something, and Luffy's will to live. Like maybe Kaido will have Luffy on the ringer, or putting Luffy through the ringer rather, and just he'll watch Luffy over and over again get back up and fight, and Kaido will be like, oh, there's fucking, maybe there's something to this whole living thing that I've been missing, like I don't have to join Whitebeard in the afterlife quite yet. So that's I think there's a negative 100% chance that Kaido dies.
Luffy, I have a gut feeling, is going to introduce him to the love of food.
You think that man doesn't love food? Look at him. All he eats is protein.
Doesn't love being alive.
I mean, at some point he probably loved food.
Reigniting it though. Think about it. Luffy always be eaten. I'm just trying to piece together the what's it called, the talk no jutsu.
Yeah, I mean that would be a funnier, very One Piece way to give somebody the will to live again. But now I'm imagining a worst case scenario where he starts empathizing with like Sanji and finds his love for chasing women or something.
Oh no.
Or becomes an alcoholic because he sees Zoro guzzling down the booze. Luffy's like, wait, no. This is what you're supposed to look at me for inspiration, not these two schmucks.
Well, there is one other positive one. He could get a new hobby in medicine because of Chopper. I don't know.
No, because then he's going to get into medicine so he can find a poison that'll be strong enough to kill him. This is the opposite. This is all wrong.
Tries to kill self, finds the cure to cancer instead on accident.
Throws it away.
Nah, this is worthless.
What? I devised the perfect way to keep people alive.
Stay in the trash where you belong.
People don't need to live longer. They need to die quicker in war.
Oh, man. Well, that explains why he would want Caesar.
Yeah, exactly. Probably wants to gas himself.
So this also makes me wonder. So he can't, I don't think part of me is like gut instinct is like, okay, if you want to die and if you are the legendary, devil fruit user, jump in the ocean.
I think maybe that's too easy. What if he just hasn't thought of that?
Oh no. He has never taken a bath ever in his entire life.
Well, you can take baths, just not in the ocean.
He doesn't know what water is, so therefore he doesn't know how to drown.
Oh, that would be hilarious. He just, like, all this time he just never thought to jump in the ocean.
Exactly.
People have been trying to tell him, but something keeps interrupting them, or Kaido just doesn't want to hear anything about it, or he's scared of water,
or he just doesn't believe the ocean exists.
So what has he been sailing this whole time? What does he think he's been doing?
Sleeping, probably. I don't know. Dude was on a cloud by himself. I'm pretty sure
sleeping on a. I don't think he lives up there.
Well, he doesn't have the wings somehow. My dude's a dragon. He could probably fly.
Well, allegedly a dragon.
I'm assuming he's a dragon. I'm going off the assumption that he's a dragon, so he doesn't actually here's my crazy tinfoil hat. He doesn't believe in the ocean. Therefore, he doesn't think he can drown because the ocean's not real, because he flies too high.
Uh-huh.
It's like those people that don't believe the moon's real.
Okay. I mean, there's a little bit more immediate evidence for figuring out the ocean's real than the moon, but...
Buddy, we're using One Piece logic. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that is fair.
For all I know, he could be colorblind and not see blue and think that the ocean is just more grass.
Oh, and what is it? What does he think his ship has been sailing through this whole time?
The dirt.
Dirt.
I don't know.
He thinks boats go on land. The Earth is 100% land.
Exactly. Him and Enru get into a fight. This is Verth. No, it's not. It's water. No, this is dirt.
So stupid.
Oh.
So if I know we like skipped past it because it's kind of dumb and stitched onto the first episode. We don't really get much, but we have to talk a little bit about Zoe and the Twirly Hat Crew.
Is that what they're called?
That is what the subtitles of mine called them. I also was taken aback, as this has never been called. They've never been called that.
Crew.
The Twirly Hat Crew. Yep. Which I guess is just for Sanji because twirly eyebrows. That is.
I guess.
I don't know, dog.
I hate it.
I don't care either way.
I don't hate who's in the crew. I hate the name because I don't understand.
It's just Straw Hat Crew, but instead of Luffy being in charge to give you the straw, it's Sanji to give you the twirl.
Huh.
Although Sanji doesn't wear a hat, so it should be like the Twirly Eyebrow Crew or something.
I think the hat is for Brook, though.
Sure. I guess Chopper also wears hat.
He's wearing a football helmet also. Like, what? I don't hate the outfit design for them, in this episode. I'm just curious how we evolved into football.
We just had it lying around.
You know what? That tracks.
It's just they're all wearing new outfits. They were just there.
They do be doing that.
And if anyone is gonna be wearing one, is Chopper. Chopper's worried. He's not trying to get hurt. You want your doctor to be the one least hurt.
True.
It's kind of funny too because his antlers look like baseball gloves. Just mixing two different sports.
Give him a cricket bat.
Yeah, give him a cricket bat and a pair of Jordans.
But yeah, I guess they're that's the thing. There's a lot of like random information thrown at us, but it's like I don't know how to talk about it because it's just there's a samurai and there's a girl. Okay, what do they look like? Why do I care? And it's just like I don't understand what's going on with this island and what their subplot is. Like this is all random information without any explanation or build up. It's just it's happening. Thud. I don't know what to do with it. It's like
yeah,
it's like that kid who got an avocado for Christmas where he's like, thanks.
Oh, an avocado. Thanks.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I'm just I have it and I'm like, thanks. I'll put this down over here for now.
Yeah, I mean, literally, that's how this is treated. Is like we get the first half of that episode, basically 10, 12 minutes or whatever, and then actually, I think it's a little longer. But either way, we just get this. We get these different Zoe pieces, and there's a bunch of shit dropped on us. The samurai and the girl thing. Samurai is probably somebody from Wano. And then we fight the there's the two that are hunting our Twirly Hat Crew, the like Vikings, if you want to call them that.
They're like Vikings, but also they're all horned. So part of me is wondering if they're technically part of Kaido's group.
I would not be surprised. Well,
because they really emphasize that guy's WrestleMania belt buckle.
Yes, and that is very reminiscent of Kaido himself. So yes, I think it's a very safe. I think it's a very safe bet to say that they are part of Kaido's crew because we fade from the belt buckle to the Sky Island or the base where Kaido falls down into
Sky Island.
Well, there are many Sky Islands.
Well, my bad. It reminded me of Skypiea. Like like the atmosphere.
Aruge's island or Zoe?
Zoe.
Oh.
Zoe, for some reason, like I know it's not a sky island because it's a giant fucking pillar from what I could tell.
And also we took a boat here.
And we took a boat here. Well, they took a boat to Skypiea too, so to be fair.
All right, that's fair. True.
But it, like, I don't know what it is about, like, if it's just like the jungle atmosphere look of it and like the fact that everyone's running on water things. It was very reminiscent of Skypiea for my brain for some reason. I don't know why.
Could it be like I don't know, like all the circular shaped trees in the background too, looking like bubbles and stuff? I don't know.
Probably.
Or clouds, looking like cloud trees.
I don't know. I don't know. It just gave me that vibe. I think it was mostly because they were, in that sequence when they were like on the crocodiles in the river, like reminded me of like the quote unquote sky water cloud thing. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It like how they traversed that area. It reminded me of that, where they never walked on the ground really. They were just constantly in the clouds.
Yeah.
Also, am I crazy to think that I think the island's alive?
You think the island's alive?
Yeah. Just by watching the first off, the island wiggle.
The island wiggle.
Like,
what are you talking about?
Like when the flood happens and everything. Like you see, it literally looks like scales. Like the quote unquote runway that they're running through that Nami has a hard time like running on.
Oh, that thing. Right. Okay, yeah. I remember now. Yeah. Yes.
It looks like the island's alive. That's my guess. Like most of the like they're not actually on the island. They're on something that's on a rock. I don't know. That it's my weird. I'm seeing things happening on the screen. I'm not understanding them. I'm putting my tinfoil hat on.
I don't know if the island's alive. I think that area was just like squishy and hard for her to run in on like high heels or something, wasn't it?
But that's what I mean. Like the first thing that comes to my mind is they're running on skin.
Yeah, maybe. I guess it's true. We'll have to wait and see on that one. It seems, you at least have more evidence for this one than you did for Kaido being a dragon. So I'll take this as you having at least some form of reasoning for once. Yeah.
Watch me be wrong about this, but definitely not about Kaido.
Yeah.
Devin has actual logic and reasoning for his thought.
Horribly
wrong. Doesn't have any basis whatsoever. 100% correct. I can't wait.
Nailed it. Yeah, that'd be the most you thing that to happen on this podcast, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying and disappointing on my side. Because Devin, why use brain when not using brain works so good?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much so.
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna take that avocado and put it in the oven, let it bake.
Yeah, I mean it feels weird putting Zoe here and then we disappear for 2 episodes where we go back to Dressrosa and we get more conclusionary stuff there, and then the Straw Hats have to run. I just hope I both hope and don't that next episode, like 742, when we watch for next week, starts with Zoe stuff, or I don't know. I think I would rather wrap up the Dressrosa stuff and then move back to Zoe.
Throwing the Zoe stuff, it's like it's very. There's no point to it right now. If we finish up Dressrosa, it'll give me that conclusion feeling of this quote unquote arc. And then we can move on to what's going on with Zoe, catching up with them, and then eventually Luffy and them getting to Zoe if they go there. Who knows? And it's like the throwing Zoe in here so randomly is just like, why? Like, I don't understand why we're being shown this right this moment when we're literally at the end of this arc.
It's just to remind you that it's happening, I guess, and then loosely set up for when we do transition to Zoe, so that it's not just it's providing some sort of timeline. I mean, I can get why they would do it. I'm just not a fan of the way they did it. Now we're just going to be forced subjected to a massive flashback of when they first got to Zoe, what happened up blah 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 blah. Like to me, it's like, why didn't they just save it? Like if you had taken the first episode and put it at the end of the arc, you wouldn't have any problems. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like if you just taken the Zoe episode out of the sequence of episodes right now, it would still fit and work functionally perfectly well
at the end of this arc, in my opinion. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to believe that the actual end of this arc, like when we leave Dressrosa and things are tied up neatly, probably going to be in the next few episodes, given that we're running to the harbor and leaving. Bless you.
Thank you.
The thing is that they want to loosely tease stuff that's about to happen for you and set up for when the rest of the Straw Hats get there. I just kind of like, I know that I have previously been like, oh yeah, we're gonna catch up with that crew in no time. Also, by the way, what the fuck happened to Big Bomb? Like Big Bomb was right up their asses.
Like that's why I'm frustrated about it. It's like it's complete, like, disregards everything that like leads up to that. It's just like, hey, it's like taking a random episode. Like, let's say you're starting One Piece for the first time and just showing you an episode mid-season of Skype, for example. Like, blop, there's clouds, there's people. Have fun. We're cutting back to the Fishman Island, or not Fishman Island. Well, I'm thinking of
Sky Island.
No, I'm thinking of like in East Blue. Like I forgot the guy's name, the fish guy. I literally.
Oh, you mean Arlong?
Yeah, like Arlong Park. Like that's what it feels like.
Oh,
like if you were like in Arlong Park and all of a sudden you see a snippet of them in like fucking Skype, it's like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no context, and that's why I dislike this.
Yeah, it's whatever. I don't particularly like it either, but I can see like why they did it. I just don't.
I don't agree.
I just want to wrap up Dressrosa at this point. I wanted to catch up with the people on Zoe like 20 episodes ago. Now I'm just like, all right, well, we're like right at the finish now. Just finish Dressrosa and then we can catch up with these guys. And also, where the fuck did Big Mom go? Like, I just whatever. It's. We'll catch back up with them again soon enough and maybe get some answers. But until then, we have an escape to make off of Dressrosa because
back to Run Piece.
Well, hopefully not back to much Run Piece. Who's to say if Luffy will be able to find his way to the harbor correctly or not? But the rest of the crew has, even though Zoro started trying to go south at that one other point.
As soon as they were like making that point of like, don't, like when they made everyone stay together, don't lose. I was like, they're going to lose Zoro in like 2 seconds. And then they do. But luckily, you know, now Bart's carrying that flag of like, follow me.
Yeah. I mean, that's not going to stop Zoro from still getting lost. They'll have to keep track of him anyway. But yeah, that was funny when Zoro was calling back. It was like, I will meet you at the harbor. And then he immediately started running south. And Barto was like, hey, Zoro senpai, that's south. You're still look really cool doing it anyway. But come back, please.
Is it just me, or is Bart just like a perfect example of positive reinforcement?
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
You're doing it terribly wrong, but I love you.
But I love you anyway, sweetie. I'm going to miss Bart when this is over.
Me too. But I have part of me doesn't want him to go away for very long. Like, I know he's going to have to go away for a little bit, just like all the other. I feel like my favorite characters always end up being like, all right, we'll see you in 700 episodes.
Yeah.
like I don't really, you know, like as much like if I had to compare how much I like Bart over the Straw Hat crew, Bart is top tier. Like he beats most of the Straw Hat crew always. Same with Ivankov. Like they're a vibe, and then we're just never going to see them ever. It's like, oh
yeah, you get snippets of Ivankov with Sabo flashback at least, but in terms of present day, yeah, probably not going to run into too much Ivankov until the Revolutionary Army makes their presence much more known in the show, which still doesn't seem to be very likely anytime soon.
Yeah,
even with this Sabo aspect being present now and another connection to the Revolutionary Army, it still just doesn't seem like we're going to see them for a little bit or see the organization as a whole get involved in what's happening.
I can't.
We got more important things.
It makes me wonder like what current One Piece is dealing with. And it's like, what if like even in current One Piece, the fucking, what's it called? It's still not elaborated on.
Wouldn't surprise me. I would believe you if you told me that Sabo came back and was doing stuff with them at some point in episodes that have come out, but in terms of the Revolutionary Army as a whole entity or even dragon, I would not be surprised if you told me that they still had not shown their face or his face
or their plan
or their plans for whatever it is that they're doing with those AK-47s.
Why? Oh, no, why?
And the Mac 10. Wasn't there like a Mac 11 in there too?
Mac 11.
Yeah, there was like nines. A Mac 11 and AK-47 boxes and boxes.
No, we can't use these weapons. We must have muzzle loaders.
Yeah, single shot pistols that are actually 10 shots.
What's reloading?
Never heard of it.
Seriously, the Marines could be so deadly if they just use Sea Stone Prism as their bullets instead of whatever they're using currently, because it's clearly made a nerf.
Yeah, but there must be something stopping them from doing it. It might be fragile enough that, I don't know, getting shot with gunpowder or the way bullets work. I don't know. But then again, like they make cages out of this stuff, so at least
out of the shit.
Well, that's like stuff that's already in contact with it. So once the devil fruit user's in contact, they're weakened. So I don't know. Maybe it's like diamond, where they're like the hardest substance on the earth, but they can break fairly easily. They're just highly scratch resistant. I forgot which way it goes with diamonds.
I have no idea. Either way, what the fuck?
You may be on something.
So how do you feel about what's going on with the whole Rebecca and Kyros rumor thing?
This just seems like standard anime trope shit to me. I'm not like super compelled by it. I've seen this 100 times, I feel like, where the person doesn't want to be caught up with this other person because it'll theoretically ruin their life with all of these other rumors of, in this case, it's his mom, or not his mom, her mom marrying non-royalty, and then everyone ragging on Rebecca for it and shit like that. I've seen this plot line before. Like, it's whatever. This is exactly the way that I figured it would go. This isn't even a unique plot line in the One Piece universe, really, where Luffy's just like, are you happy with the way this thing is going to go for you? And they're like, no. And he goes, great, you're coming with me. Like, I don't, or let's go fix this. Well, go.
Maybe that's why Luffy was actually angry. He's like, I have to do this for a second fucking time.
Yeah, I have to do this again.
Why won't people just be honest with each other?
Oh no, what the fuck?
Now they're making it sound like she's gonna go and go with Luffy and them. Do you think they're actually gonna go, or she's gonna go on the ship with Luffy and Kyros? Because I do not.
I don't think so either. I would be more convinced that Kyros gets convinced to stay.
Which is also funny now that I think about it, because Kyros was in the house when they announced that the cops were coming. They fled the house. Kyros wasn't with
still there.
them. He's still in the house, but he was saying he was going to go with them. Kyros, my dude, I get it, you have one leg, but I've seen you run. Like,
as if you had two still.
Exactly.
Even.
And then I what is going on, like, with this plot line that they're throwing at us right now? It's like I don't know what to think. I'm in the same boat with you. It's like, okay, this is clearly the exact same thing, rinse and repeat. But I feel super indifferent to it, and it's like, I wonder how they're gonna reveal that they're not going with them. Oh boy.
Yeah, or they'll Kyros will show up somehow, and because plot. And it'll just be a thing of, like, I don't even know. They may go off and do their own thing, maybe hijack a different boat.
Watch them fucking go with them. Like, what? Like, watch it be. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna laugh so hard if they actually do stay with the crew for a while, like another whole ass arc. That would be fucking wild.
Like all through Zoe.
Yeah, all through Zoe, all the way through Kaido, and then once Kaido's dealt with, which is fucking God knows when, let's say 400 episodes from now.
I don't remember if you were on the episode or not. I feel like maybe this was an episode where you weren't here.
Mm-hmm.
But Brendan and or Justin asked me who I thought the next, like, big bad is going to be. Either Kaido or Big Mom.
I do remember this question being thrown at me at one point.
Because I said Big Mom.
I think I did too, because this was asked at the very beginning of Punk Hazard, I think. Or no, it was Fishman Island is when they asked us this.
Oh, I do remember this also. I mean, that one seems like a much more obvious Big Mom answer because we get her 2 goons show up in Fishman Island.
Right,
so.
But at the same time, now we got 2 goons possibly with Kaido's group in, what's the name of the island? So. So it's like, oh no, what if the Straw Hat crew doesn't, reunite and they both take out Kaido and Big Mom at the same time, but separated?
You think the separate halves of the crew? You think Sanji, Nami, Brook, Chopper, and Momonosuke can take down Big Mom?
With the amount of copium, yes.
This is maybe the wildest take you've had all night.
Watch me be fucking right.
There's no fucking way you're right. I'm gonna call that right now.
like this is again one of those out of my ass predictions. Like, what if that is the case? If that is the case, I am going to be mad. I'm going to be so goddamn mad. I don't.
Yeah, because there's just straight up no shot.
Right.
Sanji would have to go through some kind of fucking awakening.
I mean, he did spend a lot of time on Ivankov's island.
Running on Ivankov's island?
But an awakening?
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Well, I'm just not even going to touch that one.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I know. I'm moving on. I'm done with that. Nope. Yeah, just going to... So, my answer was Big Mom, because even though we're getting these introductions to Kaido, Big Mom is still sort of the more immediate threat here. Where Kaido
is more pissed off.
She's more pissed off. But before this set of episodes, she was right up the ass of the Sunny and the Twirly Hat crew. Now she's apparently just fucked off somewhere. But I still think Big Mom is the more immediate threat because Kaido has also just landed on an island
and everything.
Yeah, with all of these other with this alliance of these 3 from the worst generation. So if there's going to be fighting there, it'll be with them. And so Kaido himself will be a bit busy, but he is at some point going to make his way to Dressrosa or something to that effect, because he has not yet heard of Donquixote Doflamingo's downfall. So, which to be fair, we're only a couple of days out from. This is the 3rd day since it's happened.
Watch Kaido fucking save Doflamingo. Watch that be the plot line. Because I don't feel like Doflamingo's done.
I don't know.
Look at what they
did
with Crocodile. I mean,
sure, there's room for Doflamingo to come back, but
definitely not
that
his friend.
Immediately. But probably not friend. Let's not, Crocodile. Would you have said definitely not friend at the end of Alabast?
Oh, no. Crocodile, definitely friend.
Yeah, so...
But the difference is the mentality of the people. The difference between motherly love and a psychopath.
So fucking dumb. I mean, I love it, but also...
I'm sticking to it.
I'm with you. Trust me. Croco Mom all the way.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
God damn
it. It slaps every time.
And so does she.
Oh, man. I'm trying to remember. Navy donated their blood for man. What'd you think of the blood drive?
I thought it was cool. I thought it was a neat little way to
neutralize
to give the
Tontatas.
Well, neutralize the Marines.
Clearly, that's what happened when they all passed out at the end of the episode. Manchuri was like, hey, I'm going to steal this little flower from you and donate it to the charity. And then all of a sudden, all these Marines just randomly pass out.
Oh, I don't think that's what happened. I think they got knocked out by the Tontatas.
No, I think it was because she delayed the effects of the donation.
I don't know about that. I don't know if Manchuri has like a slow release capsule version of her healing, but also it's a sedative. Because she was giving...
Well, what I mean is
she was giving random citizens the same thing.
But the thing is, she was taking the energy out of the Marines to give to the citizens. The Marines didn't get the negative effect of their juice mojo being pulled out. She then went, all right. and then they all pass out. I'm just saying the math it adds up.
I mean, the math does add up, but my assumption in that case was just they fell unconscious and nobody saw why. My brain just goes tontadas. They got knocked out by a bunch of Leo and his goons. That was my assumption.
Either way, it's a great answer.
I think your answer is more fun potentially,
right?
Where Manchuri is doing this whole blood drive, and she's like, "You fools!
you fell into my trap that you can't prove was me.
I drew out way more of your blood, and for some reason, it didn't immediately cause you to pass out." I did like the like dick measuring contest that Sengoku was having with the random Marines. He's like, "Oh, you could take enough blood, you could take enough dandelions for 10 people." And some dude behind him was like, "You could take enough from me for 15." And Sengoku was like, "Huh? Nah,
20.
Take 20. Make it 20." And then another guy was 25. He's like, you motherfuckers. And then it just kept going.
It's so weird seeing Sengoku currently versus what he was.
It's so funny to me.
But what's more terrifying to me, where's fucking Goat-kun?
Where's Goat-kun, and why is Sengoku going around with a gorilla now?
Exactly. I'm even more reinforced that Goat-kun is behind everything and that he's part of CP0 or whatever. Like, Goat-kun is nowhere to be found. He is somewhere.
Yeah, I hope Goat-kun's all right. I mean, I'm sure he's all right, but
he's living lavishly, at least.
Surely he must be.
Like, him and Akainu are just like sitting there, and like Akainu's like glaring at him. Gokun's fucking try me, mate.
Yeah, I kind of hope he's not on good terms with Akainu. That's about my only hope. I don't think I'd like it. I don't think I'd like my Goat-kun.
I don't think that they're like. I think it's like one of those like toxic work relationships where it's like Akainu like glares at him, doesn't want to give him anything, and Gokun's like stepping all over him. Like, what are you gonna fucking do, bitch?
You're gonna hit a fucking goat?
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's gonna believe you.
Yeah,
he whispers to Akainu.
Goku's been whispering in all the Navy Marine leaders, like, no one's ever gonna believe you. They're gonna say you're
Except
mad.
In this universe, talking animals, people would definitely believe that.
Nope, not Goku. A talking duck? Sure. A goat? What, are you crazy?
That you're right. A goat is the line in this world where people can turn into animals with the devil fruit magic bullshit.
I'm just saying, we haven't seen a goat fruit yet.
Sure, we haven't seen a lot of different fruits yet. That gorilla that's with Sengoku could be an actual person for all we know.
Ooh, the fight between a gorilla and Monkey D. Luffy. This episode of Planet of the Apes.
Monkey kick monkey, dude.
My God.
We've already kind of done this.
Oh, but now it's monkey fight gorilla.
I do like this version of Sengoku still, though. It's like funny and slightly off-putting, but at the same time, Sengoku has just been so relieved of all like important duties. He's an inspector general now, and even Vice Admiral Suru is like, Inspector Gadgets don't have to fucking do anything. They have so little responsibility. And Sengoku's like, I know, it's great. As he eats more rice crackers.
It makes you wonder how quickly did the color from his hair vanish, like stress wise. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like he used to have black hair, and then all of a sudden he relieved all that stress energy. Like, do you think the color just went with it?
Must have. Yeah. The 2 years hit hard.
It really
Even though it seems like he's been living a pretty laid back life the whole time.
Like when he was working as the main leader, he just never took a shit. Moment he got, let go, shit NATO. Released all the chakra.
All the tension just left his body. He was like willing the color to stay in his hair. Suddenly he didn't have to care about appearances anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then he like ripped his pants off and decided he was just going to go around in boxers forever.
I mean, if it was publicly acceptable, wouldn't you?
That's clearly it is. When you're used to be fleet admiral.
Wouldn't you do that if you had the opportunity in this heat wave?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I might consider it. It's a little risky business, but
that breeze.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. The other part of this is, so the Marines end up chasing after the Straw Hats because the dice does not read 1 this time, and Fujitora rolled a second 1 in a row. So we saw the first time when he called that other. What he called that other vice admiral or captain or whatever, like
I don't even know. The ranks don't make any sense anymore. In my opinion,
I'm not even concerned with the rank. He just called that guy like a pussy for not wanting to listen to the dice roll.
Exactly.
He's like, dude, don't go back on your word. Who are you? What is this? You a baby? You're a coward. That's what he calls him specifically. You're a coward trying to go after him when he's injured, and also the dice already told us not to. What's wrong with you? And then Fujitora does it a second day in a row that we don't see. We're just told it. The problem this time is that Fujitora didn't roll it himself. He let Suru
I think she cheated.
Do the rolling.
I think she cheated. I'm just saying.
I wonder if she cheated. Fujitora assured us, her and the audience, that he did not cheat the first 2 times, even though you were convinced that he had cheated this one.
Yeah.
But he says he didn't, and I'm willing to believe him. He's an honorable man.
You know what? Yeah, he do be kind of honorable. I gotta take you up on that. But the old lady, though, she looked like she cheated. I'm just saying. She definitely...
She got a 6.
That's what I mean. Like, if it was a 5, I would have been like, let her slide. But, we get it. I get it. Chance. But this was a 6.
Yeah.
Nah, that's sus.
Yeah. She crit successed it.
Not in this house.
Yeah. Luck can't be that good. But yeah. So they go... So Suru rolls a 6. Fujitora doubles down and goes, it's a mandate from the gods. and sends out the squads, and then we get everything that we saw before and talked about. So the last thing that we kind of touched on a little bit here is that Luffy gets fed up with Kyros. And yes, he gets fed literally. Half asleep. That was a great scene, by the way.
Where he's like sleep eating.
He's sleep eating, but also angry and sad at this all at the same time. And Zoro goes like, I just be happy or sad or asleep or annoyed. One at a time. Don't do them all at the same time. Because they literally quadrant off Luffy's face. One eye is closed and he's got a snot like sleep bubble coming out of his nose. The other eye is shaky like he's crying. He's eating in one half of his mouth and the other half of his mouth is turned down in a frown. Like it's horrifying. Is an abomination.
Picasso, go away. This is One Piece, not your abstract art.
Yeah. So, yes, Luffy gets literally fed up and then runs off to we don't know where initially, as the rest of his friends continue to the East Harbor. And then we find out that he went to go find Rebecca and confront her about what Kyros said. And she, of course, is like, no, of course I want to live with my father. And she's worried that Kyros doesn't love her and is just trying to abandon her because she's a burden and so on and so forth. And Luffy, honestly, is just like, I didn't really come here to hear all of this. I just want to know if you're okay with it. I got shit to do. So just tell me if you want to go or not.
Kyros is really close to being on the deadbeat dad list.
Yeah, he was about to be, but it feels like real soon he's not gonna, because he's gonna be forcibly brought into contact with Rebecca again.
Where's
and they're gonna have to make
alimony?
A decision. Yeah. So yeah, I it's really funny. I was literally thinking the same thing. I was like, wow, we're gonna really turn Kyros into a bad dad and have to update this tier list. I just couldn't believe that. I kind of wanted to throw that in Justin's face this week, but he's not here. So, and also it looks like that's about to be resolved regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, not a surprising turn of events, really, with this whole quote unquote kidnapping thing.
It's funny that they're portraying it as kidnapping, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's because that's just how the cookie crumbles. The women that were in there already had a negative view of pirates, and then Luffy literally just barges in there, breaks the window and the wall to pull her out. The only one who understands there is Viola, and Viola's just like, sure, this is happening. Rebecca asks her for a favor. We don't know what that is yet, but it sounds like she's asking like Viola to take over her position as like next ruler in line.
That reminds me, which is the most confusing of how their government works, I guess, and their monarchy works. So the king made it sound like Rebecca was going to be next in line no matter what. It's like, that's
correct.
Not how that typically works.
Well, she's a direct descendant.
But so is Viola.
Viola is Rebecca's aunt.
Which would make her second in line.
Viola.
Yes.
Second in line.
Yes.
Correct. Rebecca is first in line.
No, like for second after the king. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Typically, isn't that?
No, because she is the sister to Scarlet. So I mean, yes, it could be. I think maybe they just want.
Do you see where I'm confused?
I mean, I see we're confused, but I guess because
I don't know. Our country threw fucking tea in a harbor to avoid this kind of thought process. I don't know. I don't get it.
You know, you kind of make a good point.
I don't get it. Stupid. It's probably going to be Viola taking the crown. That's the favor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's Viola taking the crown, but yeah, I guess maybe Viola was planning to not be there very long. I don't know.
I mean, her and Sanji's love was never going to work.
Oh. Do you think she ever actually did love Sanji? I don't
It was pretty close.
I mean, maybe.
It was pretty convincing to me.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That was so long ago, though.
You forgot about it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I forgot how infatuated she had looked at first. She went back and saved him. Never forgetty. I mean, sure. Yeah, maybe.
Sanji clearly forgot, though, hitting on that horn lady who also wears a bra. That doesn't make sense.
You can't even say that because Sanji remembers all the women. He just finds new ones that come to the forefront of his memory first, and then there's Nami and Robin.
Is a struggle for him.
Yeah, except it's more like women permanence.
Who are you, lady? Your neighbor. I love you. Oh, no.
Oh, okay. This is all so sudden. You know, I just at the end of our talking points here, Justin has left this last line here that says, "What do you think Law wants with Sengoku?" And I don't know what this is supposed to mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did Justin spoil something without even being here?
His power transcends time.
What does that mean? What?
Like, look at it. He's spoiling stuff without even being here.
Oh, Justin's power. Okay, yes. I thought you were referring to either Law or Sengoku's power, and I was like, what are you on about right now, dude? I don't give a fuck about
those powers. I'm talking about the one that makes me angry currently.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like Justin might have watched an extra episode or is summarizing something here. I'm pretty sure I don't remember Law. The only time we get anything remotely like this or about this is the end of the last episode we watched, 741, where
they're running by and Sengoku's like, you've fallen on the ground. Want a bag of chips about it?
Yeah. and Law looks over and sees Sengoku with the gorilla and is like, oh, fuck, it's him. And then Sengoku looks in that direction and also goes, oh, it's him. Although it's a little less obvious who he's referring to. Presumably it's Law he's thinking about, but who knows? Maybe he saw Barto and was like, oh, shit, it's that number one Straw Hat Crew fanboy.
He's my rival.
I fucking hate that barrier fruit. It's broken as shit. So yeah, I don't. This note, I'm like, what is this? What is this about? We're gonna find out like next week's episodes, and I'm gonna be angry at Justin.
Get the shame bell ready.
And so I can hit him with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big old clank.
Yeah. I'll bring out my Kaido belt buckle like that guy has. And
WrestleMania, like smack him over the head with a belt buckle.
Yeah. Absolutely. Fucking power bomb him from the top rope.
Although, hold up. Now I just thought about it. I was half right about the Kaido / Oars theory. Instead of Oars from the top rope, we got Kaido from the top rope.
Yeah. Sure.
I just thought about that.
Oh,
imagine if he had landed on a person. That would have fucking killed him instantly.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. We just didn't see it. Too graphic. That person's roadkill.
There's definitely a dead body underneath there.
There's probably a body that got buried in there, yeah. Any last minute thoughts then?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel similarly. I think we've done all we could for these episodes. So moving on, we've got next week's being 742 to 744. Devin, do you have any quotes?
There wasn't really anything really memorable except for, like you said earlier, Zoro like saying like pick an emotion and stick with it. Because
that was a good one.
I relate to that heavily because I've had to deal with people like that before. Like pick one and stick to it. You don't get to have both.
Or all four.
Exactly.
Yeah, I should have wrote that one down. It's a good one. Didn't think of it until just when we were talking about it earlier. But I do have one specifically written down. It's when Barto first gets to Kyros' cabin and he surveys all of the Straw Hats that are in his presence. And he goes, when there are 5 members of the Straw Hats gathered together, they're too bright to even look at. It's like a laser beam of greatness. And then he like falls to the ground in awe.
Faint motion in the distance.
Yeah. And he says something else afterward about like, if they were all gathered in the same spot, I would just burn up and die or something along those lines. Man, I'm going to miss Barto.
Now that I just thought about it and I made that shitty joke right there. If Kizaru and Barto fought, what would happen?
Are you asking me if I think Kizaru's laser beams would pierce the barrier?
That's what I'm wondering, because light can go through, right?
Yes, technically, yes. Light from the sun can. It's a matter of whether or not plasma can, I guess, because they take Kizaru's light fruit. Is that what he is? He's like glint,
yeah,
right?
It's glint.
Something stupid. That's not light. But it's light powers. It's solid. You can get hit by it. So presumably it's some kind of plasma. So maybe solid plasma can't get through the barrier.
Okay.
So who knows?
I miss Kizaru.
I miss Kizaru too. I miss seeing that Adam Sandler looking ass.
Every time. It's like that
Wolverine
Borsalino
versus
meme.
Bartolomeo.
It's like that Wolverine meme where he's like sad holding the picture frame. It's just Kizaru, Bart, Ivankov.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so speaking of favorite characters, who do you think deserves the golden ham this week?
Fuck.
Yeah, I feel mostly the same way. I'm kind of willing to give it to Bart, to be honest with you, because seems like, well, at a base level, I'll give it to Bart any day of the week. But also, he seemingly is the one that has organized this whole escape route planning thing, and is leading them out, and has always just been a bro. And then on a more meta he did make the flag and everything, and he constantly showers the Straw Hats with compliments and praise, and then just
excuse me,
bless you. On a meta level, there's a semi-decent chance that we don't get a chance to give Bart the golden ham ever again. So...
sold.
Yeah, baby.
It wasn't much of a fight. You didn't have to convince me too hard.
I didn't think I would, but I figured I'd outline all of my reasoning for the audience who will argue with me anyway. I could have just said Bartolomeo, and I'm willing to bet you would have just been like, yeah.
Enough said.
Yep. So
how many does he have?
He has won at least one other time, maybe 2. So as of right now, he's at least 2-time golden ham winner Bartolomeo.
Okay.
So that is that's golden ham. Woo. Moving on to well, there's supposed to be an email here, a fan mail, as it says on our sheet, but Justin is not here to relay us.
I think
go on.
We do have that email because wait, what the fuck?
We do?
Hold on.
Oh.
You know that one. Yeah, we do have the email.
Oh, right. I forgot he sent this to us earlier in the week.
All right. So we do have a fan mail. It's from Alette. Doffy Dad? ? The last time we had a villain friend arc, we were blessed with Croco Mom. With that knowledge, which of the pre or post time skip, 7 warlords would be the mom or dad of each crew members. Feel free to use my name. Already did that.
Really should read that ahead of time.
Well, I'm not supposed to read these. Neither are you.
Well, I mean, we were. Well, yes, I mean ahead of time, as in when Justin gave this to us, like 5 days ago.
You think I read
But anyway, absolutely not. That's why I forgot. Also, but seemingly you remembered. You remembered for both of us. With that knowledge of the pre and post time skip 7 warlord, which would be the mom or dad of each crew members.
The problem is remembering them all.
So 7 warlord. It's the 7 warlords too, which is like, ugh.
Well, the obvious one. Let's start with the obvious one. We know Zoro's dad is going to be what's his name? Mihawk.
Okay.
Now,
yeah,
that's one of the parents. Are we supposed to? Because the phrasing of it is like, both.
I know it sounds like they want it sounds like they want both, but I'm just going to go one at a time because that's too much. Yeah, Mihawk, I was thinking you could just lump the swordsmen together and make it Brook as well, but Brook is definitely older than Mihawk. I don't know which of any of the warlords are actually older than Brook. Brook kind of doesn't work because he's older than all of them, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not Moria. It's kind of unclear how old Moria is.
He's definitely at least 40 years older than them.
Yeah, I think Moria is probably on the higher end of 7 warlord age. Who we got warlords? We got Moria,
Kuma,
there's Mihawk, there's Kuma, there's Dofi, there's what's her face that we hate with the stone fruit, Boa. Boa. Then there's 2 more that I am forgetting currently off the top of my head. The problem is that they kept
changing them because we had Blackbeard for one moment and we also had Law, technically.
Yeah, well, Blackbeard took over Crocodile's seat.
And then Law took over
Blackbeard's. Law is a post time skip warlord, not a pre-time skip warlord. I don't remember who the 7th pre-time skip warlord is anymore, and it's not really a Googleable thing right now. Can't Google that without potentially ending up in spoiler territory. So, yeah. I'd say Nami's mother probably gonna have to go Boa on that one.
I guess.
I don't know. None of the other
wasn't Jinbei a warlord?
Yes,
that's what it was.
You're right. It's Jinbei. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think any of the other warlords really fit a like Nami mother scenario,
right?
Or father.
Yeah, because for her, we're specifically looking for a dad because we know what her mom looks like.
We know what her surrogate mother looked like, or not surrogate, but adopted mother was. But again, we're kind of suspending disbelief here because we're gonna have to assign one to Brook, and Brook is older than all of them. So, I would place Boa as Nami's mother. There's also they also give us this thing about Alette mentions Croco Mom. It almost makes me think they're specifically trying to gender bend all of them, but
right.
I digress. We don't have to gender bend them. We could just assign the warlords. I don't know. I guess if we wanted to go to not just lump the swordsmen together, I would assign Moria as Brook's father.
Oh, that is so abusive.
Just
considering when we got Brook.
Yes, exactly. In that arc. So,
well, we could consider that. So we can consider Brook as the answer because he was dead, came back to life. Moria took advantage of it. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Had his shadow the whole time.
Exactly.
I mean,
therefore, dad. I don't know.
Right.
It's a very loose term, dad, for Moria.
Chopper. I'm not sure.
I know a funny one for Usopp.
Go on.
Kuma. They got the same hair.
Why? Oh, I mean, I guess.
Even though we already know both. Weirdly enough, we know what both of Usopp's parents look like.
Yeah. And at least Yasopp has the same hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, to be fair, in the show, we never see Yasopp and his mom in the same place at the same time. So who's to say if Yasopp is truly Usopp's dad?
Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. Kuma for fucking Chopper. Pawpaw fruit. Duh.
Right. Animal-ish thing.
Yep. Kuma's, and that would be a funny gender bend, too, because we know what his dad looks like.
Yeah.
You know what? Kuma got down and dirty with the deer.
Kuma kinky. Oh boy, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. What about Sanji? Doflamingo because blonde.
Sure.
Just keep going with the most superficial traits.
They do both be kicking.
They are kicking. Doflamingo does some kicking.
And they'd both be rocking fashion?
You know what? I'm on board with that. That's better than just calling them both blonde. Yeah.
My God.
It's where he gets his fashion sense from. Doflamingo. Who have we missed? Robin. I'm tempted to just put her with Mihawk also. They have very similar energy about them.
They really do.
Just like the morbid, silent type, like reading. I bet Robin also enjoys fine red wine.
Yeah, I could see it.
I think that's all of them, right?
We missed Frankie.
Oh, we did miss Frankie. Damn it.
Kuma, because he's also a robot.
Yeah, I think that. Kuma.
Let's be real. Most of the stuff that's inside of Frankie is from Vegapunk now. At this point, they might as well be brothers.
Yeah. Yep. Makes perfect sense to me. Kuma was just a Frankie prototype. And you didn't even know it.
Oh, no. I'm now picturing just like those little hands inside of Frankie's hands with paws on them.
Oh, that'd be broken.
Unstoppable. Coup de burst, boing.
Oh, that's awesome. That's perfect. All right, that's a great way to end this. I love it. Moving on. Thank you again for the email, Alette. I'm moving on to the Patreon shoutouts. We have Twigo Taco and Rin.
TTR.
Way to go. Thank you very much for the monies. As of the time of this recording, your movies for the month of June have started rolling out. Bring It On just dropped. By the time you're listening to this, you will have hopefully given me your next set of recommendations. So thank you in advance for those. I'm slightly excited because Twigo mentioned something on the Discord recently about giving us his second favorite movie, and he assured me I would like it. What I am worried for is the two that come after that. He said I probably will not. So I'm not looking forward to August and September.
Well, hopefully Taco doesn't give us one because it's just going to be Futurama. That's all he's been talking about.
Do they have Futurama movies?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh, no.
But he's been on a bender of of Futurama this week. So.
Oh, no. I have no experience with Futurama, so maybe I'll like it, but I'm not going to hold out hope.
It's a long ass show.
Oh, I know that. I'm not watching. He's not going to give me a season of Futurama and tell me to watch it. I'm not doing that. If there's a movie, fine. But I'm not watching actual Futurama. It's not happening. But anyway, and thank you to the rest of our patrons. We love you also. Mm-hmm. Moving on to the Garb Gab. Whoop, whoop. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. All right. So here it is. I have the Gab of the Garb variety.
Okay.
And, last week went a little weird, but so I'm going to keep that streak alive. I have the Garb Gab here, and I'm just going to ask you to reach in. I'm not even going to give you any preface for it.
Okay. Why is it slimy? Why it Is this a scale? But you do know snakes aren't actually slimy, right?
Well, what do you mean? They're like, how else do they slither along the ground so smoothly like that? They have to be lubed up a little bit.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Anyways, on the back of this slimy ass scale, it just
like
says
a dragon.
Yeah, I get it. Ew. It says, what's a song stuck on your mind recently?
Oh, it's a rain check question.
Yeah.
I haven't had one of these in a while. What's a song stuck on?
What is song?
What is song? How does song?
How do here?
Do you have an answer for this by chance? I'd be curious because about yours more than I have a few.
I rarely talk about music.
Because you rarely talk about music, so I'm curious actually.
Let me just pull up my Spotify. Just Spotify.
Because the last time I checked, you were listening to like Mongolian throat singing on 10-hour loops or something,
right?
Or space music while you play Star Citizen.
So recently, just because I've been in a funk and I don't know, I go by mood when it goes by, music, right? Like I'm just looking for a vibe. And I've just been listening to Johnny Cash recently, but specifically the Folsom Prison Blues.
Okay.
I'm terrible at remembering lyrics, but I just listen to that when I go, yep, this is my hyperfixation for song.
Okay.
But on the other hand, there's a song that I've been going out of my way to listen to every single time I do. And I don't know the name of the song. I don't know anything about it. I know it's a new one, but it's the opening for Kaiju number 8.
Oh, yeah?
And
I haven't heard it before.
Oh, it's...
the smack?
So good.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go listen to it. I heard that show is like...
Also really good.
It's pretty good. It's like Attack on Titan light.
No. Yes and no. That's the best I could phrase it. Yes and no.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to it.
It's more comedy than it is, my mother's dead.
Yeah.
But it hits me right in the feels. Maybe it's because the main character is 32 years old and I'm 31. I don't know. But,
not a high school age protagonist.
Exactly. They're all.
Let's go.
To be fair, there is one student that is.
God damn it.
High school. Actually, that's a
lie.
Just
let me have it.
There's 2, which is kind of weird because they're hanging out with a 32-year-old man.
Well, you almost had me.
But the soundtrack though is fucking.
Out. You said it's the OP, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out.
I'll show it to you after we're done recording.
Yeah, for sure.
Got that shit up.
I got to pull it up as soon as we hit stop. I'm hitting play on that.
All right, and the song stuck in your head.
So I guess I'll. You gave 2, even though it asked for 1. So I will follow suit with 2. The first one is there. These are both going to be like metalcore-ish type songs because that's just usually my vibe and what I'll listen to on a daily basis. The first one is a song called In Limbo by an artist called Rev Noir, Revnoir. I have listened to this song on the daily basically since I discovered it like 2 months ago, maybe. It's got a cool sound to it. Bit of some switch ups to like halfway through the song in terms of like the cadence and how it goes, and then hits at the end with some extra metal.
So this is my question about the song. So for people like me who don't go out of their way to listen to metal music all the time, like I listen, to my fair share, but I am very specific in the ones that I hyperfixate on. Is it like singing in the sense of like throwing a tin can into a garbage disposal, like throat singing, or are we talking like more like towards like more vocals and not as pig squealing?
There's really in this. Oh well, there's no pig squealing in this one. That's like hardcore or like
right, like
much more dedicated
that's
metal.
How I gauge it, where it's like like their throat might as well be a garbage disposal because they're just going.
Neither of these 2 songs are like that.
Okay.
In fact, In Limbo has very little of it or next to none of it. It has much more like lyrical singing, and he's using his I mean, they all use their actual voice, but there's no growling in it.
Okay.
Or
so
pig squealing.
It's legible audibly. Like I can hear what they're saying and understand it without having to just bob my head up and down going, yeah, this
correct
song.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct. My other one also is the same. It's the song is called The Drain by a band. Well, there's several bands on this one.
The Drain or The Dream?
The Drain. Like you're like in your sink. The Drain.
Damn, I should have used the garbage disposal joke for that.
No.
Don't get me wrong. I like this kind of music. Don't get me wrong. It's just how I process describing the type of sound that comes out.
It's just that sometimes it be that way.
It just be that way sometimes.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I am a little averse to metal music that is basically where the entire song is just growling and stuff. That is not really my type of music for metalcore. Much better to me when the music takes more of a front seat and like the way it sounds rather than the lyrics and having to be that important. in a lot of cases they are, and the lyrics are meaningful, but not having the growling be like the cherry on top part. Well, I'm talking like in terms of what I actually want. I do not like when it's the entire song that much. I like when a bit of growling is thrown in there as emphasis or like a cherry on top of like a fat drop in the beat. So that's more what I like more.
Me too. I agree.
But this one, so The Drain is by Bad Omens, Health, and Swarm. It's a collaboration song on all of them. From this album specifically is a Bad Omens album where they just have a bunch of different artists collaborated with them on, and it's a pretty cool album on the whole, but this is my favorite song off of it by far. So, and it's a little heavier in terms of the guitar and the drums, so it's as opposed to In Limbo, the first song that I recommended, but still, keeps the growling and stuff to a minimum and really just uses it as emphasis.
Okay.
So they're both very good songs. I play both of them very frequently. When my Spotify Wrapped rolls around, I'll expect to see both of these probably in the top 10. So that is those are two songs that have been stuck in my head.
Okay.
Thank you for pulling that Garb Gab. And
it was very slimy.
It's fine. Just throw it back and I'll get rid of it.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay.
I have to get Justin back somehow.
I don't know what that has to do with any of this, but if you would,
it's okay. We're at the end of the show. Social plugs now.
Yeah,
Irene Supreme. Welcome to your end of show social plugs with Devin. You can ask us questions at Panda Sightings on Twitter or pandasightings@gmail.com. You can also financially support us on Patreon or that Redbubble and buy that sticker with the left foot. We also have a Discord. Fuck.
I really hope that got picked up.
I really do too.
Note to self, consult Dylan in about 2 weeks to double check that the end of the show socials got picked up and not erased by the auto complete or the auto filter.
Who would have thought that the AI that we pay to edit the podcast would be the downfall?
I would. Just like the one that we used at the beginning of this to read the summary. It's just might have to reuse that to do the socials over again in case that did not get picked up by or gets wiped away by the auto editor. We'll see.
All right.
But until then, thank you for joining me, Devin, for another lovely episode. Getting close to the end now of Dressrosa.
It's getting there. It's like to me, it feels like we're trying to pull up the anchor of a ship, but the anchor is really wedged in the sand, and we're really dragging it.
Yeah.
But it's almost out. Just as long as we don't hit a branch.
Just one more pull.
As long as it's not too much muck.
As long as it's not slimy.
It's gonna be slimy.
All right, that's enough. Bye.